Dennis Dawson, lizard or leader. Lizard or leader, Dennis Dawson.
Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, honored guests. Believe it or not, every one of us has something in common. We are all self-aware. Now, I'll prove it to you. Think this thought. I am thinking. I'm thinking, you're thinking, I'm thinking. If you're thinking, I'm thinking, you're self-aware. Even as I'm giving this speech, there's a little voice in my head giving me critical feedback on how I'm doing. Just a minute. How am I doing? Nailing it! See? Self-aware. A little delusional, but self-aware. And it's not like there's just one voice up there. I got all kinds of crazy rattling around. I even have that cartoon angel on my right shoulder, the devil on the left. This guy's always trying to get me to do something bad. When I was in middle school, there was this kid, Morty Thorson. I didn't like him. He was both arrogant and slow-witted. It's a very bad combination. One day he's picking on Dee Dee Anderson because she's got a striped blouse and a plaid skirt. The angel says, Morty's not nice. The devil says, teach him a lesson. So I said, Morty, can I borrow your Sharpie? He handed it to me, I unsheathed it, ha-ha! And I started to slash him Zorro style. Ha, 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 ha! There, you and Dee Dee match, ha, 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 ha! I stood there triumphant. But I could feel two eyes boring into my back. My teacher had caught me. She whipped out her grade book and she made a big black mark next to my name, also in Sharpie. It went into my permanent record. That transgression haunts me to this very day because it was the only time you would say I did something willfully bad. 99%, 95%, 85, a good solid B+ of the time. I listened to the angel. I followed the rules. When I was in college, I used to work at Disneyland in the parades. I loved being Brer Bear because Brer Bear was in the same unit as Brer Fox. And in Brer Fox was Kim. Kim had long brunette hair, deep blue eyes, and she was a gymnast. She had moves. I could tell even in the fox costume. Somehow, Big Dumb Bear worked up the courage to ask cute little Fox out on a date. We went with the group out to a pizza place that lets you write graffiti right on the walls. Kim saw an empty place near the ceiling and she asked me to give her a boost. The devil said, her thighs will be pressed against your ears. The angel said, I don't think it's safe. The devil said, thighs, ears. I said, tut tut, Kim, I do not believe that would be safe. The angel patted my head. So somebody else gave her a boost. She wrote on the wall, nobody died, and they started dating. Which one of these voices should I be listening to? Should I listen to the devil that loves anarchy or the angel who loves to follow the rules? The truth is, neither one. They're both based in fear, aren't they? Fear of being a wuss, fear of getting caught. And they're always being manipulated by a little lizard that lives in my head. Don't look at me that way, I'm going someplace. You see, at the base of the brain, there's this walnut-shaped thing. It's called the amygdala. It's the oldest part of the brain, the part that handles fight or flight. If we leave today and there's a tiger in the parking lot, it's the amygdala that's going to save me by saying, run! Fortunately, there aren't many tigers here in San Ramon. So the amygdala doesn't have a lot to do. Where I should be doing my thinking is here in the prefrontal cortex. That's the part of my brain that's smarter than I am, the logical leader. You see, the logical leader does not like anarchy, but appreciates passion. Doesn't like to follow the rules, but likes doing good things. When you put passion and goodness together, we call that love. When you put experience and virtue together, we call that wisdom. And it all lives up here. Fortunately, it's very easy to get out of the lizard brain and into the prefrontal cortex. Just ask a question. Any question will do. Lizards don't do questions. What's for dinner? What time is it? Why are the Kardashians on television? The second you ask this question, the prefrontal cortex lights up, and that's what you want. For me, the question is always simple. I volunteer as Santa Claus for San Jose's Christmas in the Park. I know, big surprise. This past December, a very large woman brought 2 very small children in to see me. And when they were finished, she said, "My turn." The devil said, "She'll crush us." The angel said, "He's right." But I asked Santa, "Santa, what would you do?" And Santa said, "She needs to talk." So I patted my knee and waved her over. She sat down. It was kind of fluffy and perfumey. It was nice. Okay. She told me all about the man she's been seeing for the past 12 years and how she knew he loved her, but she was afraid he would never ask the question. I said, "You seem like a reasonable woman. When the moment is right, you tell him Santa said it's time to get married." 2 days before Christmas, we got an email. All it said was, "Thank you, Santa." And it had a picture of her showing off her new engagement ring. Whew. Fellow Toastmasters, which of these voices are you going to listen to? I suggest you ignore the devil who taunts you and the angel who scolds you. Leave the lizard behind and follow your logical leader. It will always guide you to be your best and truest self. Unless you see a tiger, then what would Santa do? Run! Mr. Toastmaster.